All right, guys, welcome back to the hillside. And today let's do a little bit of updating the indoor salad green growing procedure, I guess. And if you can tell right here, this spinach is doing well. I've already made several harvests from this for some small salads, but the spinach is doing great. I did have a couple spinach that did not germinate. So here you see some Tuscan or lacinato kale that is just sprouting up right there to kind of fill in some of the gaps right there. And panning over here, you can see in the background there are beet greens, there are obviously leaf lettuce, and some of the better ones back here you can see the arugula. That is a wild rocket, not the typical arugula you might find in a salad. But just the importance at this point when they're starting to get pretty large, especially with the beet greens right here. If you don't know what I'm talking about, it's these guys right here. These are your beet greens, which are awesome, especially for the wintertime. It's late January, so being able to pick and harvest fresh greens from your house for very little. I mean, these are just some old, I believe these are some seed starting trays that you buy at the store that comes with a little plastic dome. I didn't need to use that, obviously indoors. These things are doing fabulous. And yeah, as long as you practice cut and come again, and what that means is do this with one hand, but let's see this spinach right here. If you were to come in with just some scissors or very carefully with your fingers and harvest just one leaf, okay, at a time. So you're going to cut from this, add this to your salad. The plant is going to continue to grow, okay? The plant's not going to die. It's going to produce new, better growth from the center. As you can see right here, new leaf right here is already coming out. So as long as you practice cut and come again, you can pretty much have a self-sustaining harvest. I mean, unless you're living completely off, salads every single day, as long as you give the plants enough time to recover from your constant picking. And I've already said, like I mentioned, like 3 or 4 salads off this already. So yeah, but it's a little bit to supplement what you're having, and it's, like I said, mentioned, it's January. So anyways, I'll just give this little quick update. But yeah, so the beet greens, the arugula, I tried some spring onions in the back, and I think only one of them actually survived. So onions don't do well in this type of setup. I have through my first attempt, I guess, at growing onions in this kind of setting. But look at this lettuce. I mean, this is just tons of lettuce, and the more you pick it, the more that stimulates the plant to produce more growth, more fresh leaves, especially when you pick them at this young, tender age like this. You don't want them to get too large. I mean, I could raise my lights a little bit more from where they're at, but I mean, where they're at is kind of about the limit to where I want them to grow. So kind of looking back here, that's the grow lights, and they're about 4 inches, about 6 or 7 inches above the actual table itself. So it puts them about 3 or 4 inches above the top of the tallest beet greens. And if you look really, really closely, you can see a little bit of stress on the beets right here. I think that's where they're getting a little bit too close to the light. So you need to make sure you do harvest before they get too close and they will get burned up. So let me know if you guys are growing anything indoors this year, if you're experimenting with indoor greens or whatever you're growing indoors to kind of keep yourself sane before we can get that spring season off and running. All right, guys, so this quick little update of the indoor greens from here on the hillside. I'm going to get back to picking some more of these for my salad I'm going to have for lunch. You guys stay warm, keep growing, and please subscribe if you like what's going on at the Hillside channel. All right, guys, thanks a lot. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.